Everybody knows The Simpsons. It's literally one of the longest-running series in the United States.
All right, y'all, once again, we back, you know what I'm saying? And we taking advantage of what's going down right now. We're dropping these videos for y'all, man. So what we finna do now is get into this. We're finna slow it down a little bit. What I'm finna get to right now is basically how the Simpsons cartoon always predict things that we actually go through. It's like, do somebody from the government work with the Simpsons? Or they actually know what's about to go down? I don't know how that happens. You know what I'm saying? But the cartoon be way before whatever happened. Not unless they make the cartoon and then they make it happen. You know, I don't know. We finna dig into it, man, because it's like just baffling to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I grew up watching the Jetsons. You know what I'm saying? And everything about the Jetsons is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Electric cars. You know what I'm saying? Flying cars down the line. You know what I'm saying? Robotic cars. And everything that they did. You know what I'm saying? Robots. Elroy. And spaceships. More of those. I'm going to bring some of the Jetsons to y'all, man. Those cartoons was like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And they were talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? We finna dig into the Simpsons, man, and just see what's going down. And I'm gonna let them tell the story. I don't want to get nothing twisted. Let's just sit back, gravitate, relax. Let's get into it, man. The Simpsons predicting shit that actually happens. Let's go.
We are looking into yet another claim about The Simpsons predicting a big news event
that led to the 35-year-old Fox comedy series being hailed as something of a predictor of social and news events over time.
A popular TV show predicted this would happen. The term, The Simpsons did it first, has proven the animated series correctly predicted events.
Have you ever wondered if a cartoon sitcom could see the future? Look no further than The Simpsons. The Simpsons, America's longest-running sitcom, has become infamous for its strange, accurate predictions of future events. From flying cars to score prediction, The Simpsons seem to have a sixth sense about the future. This video goes into 20 of these most surprising moments. We'll explore instances where the fictional town of Springfield looked like our own reality in often unbelievable ways. Were these predictions simply clever writing with real-world developments? Or is there something more to The Simpsons' prophetic pronouncements? Join us, because we're diving into 20 of the most surprising moments where The Simpsons weren't just funny, they were downright prophetic. Pandemic and Murder Hornets combination fans have been buzzing about a 1993 episode of The Simpsons titled Marge in Chains, claiming it predicted both COVID-19 and the arrival of murder hornets in the United States 27 years in advance.
Dubbed the Murder Hornet for its powerful sting and the way it decapitates its prey, this is the first time the world's largest hornet has been seen in the U.S.
In this episode, the flu spreads from Japan to Springfield via a juice looseners package after a factory worker sneezes into it. When Springfield residents open the packages, they release the germs and fall sick. The illness, called the Osaka flu, quickly spreads.
The dreaded Osaka flu has hit Springfield with over 300 cases now reported.
In a chaotic scene outside a hospital, desperate citizens knock over a truck containing crates labeled killer bees. But that's not all. The bees escape and cause further havoc. Adding to the show's predictive reputation, another episode gained attention when Tom Hanks announced in mid-March that he and his wife, Rita Wilson, had COVID-19.
Oscar-winning actor Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson have tested positive for coronavirus. In an Instagram post, Hanks says they were in Australia and started feeling sick when they got tested.
In the Simpsons movie from 2007, Hanks delivers the line. This is Tom Hanks saying, "If you see me in person, please leave me be." Bill Oakley, who co-wrote Marge in Chains, downplayed the episode's parallels with the COVID-19 pandemic, telling The Hollywood Reporter that it was a cartoonish joke inspired by a flu outbreak in Hong Kong, 1968. It's mainly just coincidence because the episodes are so old that history repeats itself.
I wasn't even born, I think. I was born in 68, but probably not on that day. So that was 55 years ago.
He explained. Most of these episodes are based on things that happened in the 1960s, 1970s, or 1980s that we knew about. Initially reluctant to acknowledge The Simpsons as a predictor of future events, Oakley seems to have come around. He recently conceded to a fan on Twitter, "Okay, fine, I guess we did." Disney buying 20th Century Fox.
It's a massive deal that reshapes the entertainment biz. So Disney is buying a big chunk of Fox.
For $52 billion, Francis, so it's definitely a massive deal here.
The Simpsons strikes again with an eerie glimpse into the future. In the 1998 episode, When You Dish Upon a Star, Homer becomes the personal assistant to Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger, who are hiding out in Springfield to escape fame. His antics, including pitching a ludicrous screenplay about a time-traveling killer robot driving instructor and a talking pie, irritate their visitor, Ron Howard. Homer's loose lips about Baldwin and Basinger's whereabouts lead to his dismissal. In retaliation, he creates a mobile museum of their personal belongings. After a high-speed chase that leaves Howard injured, Homer is banned from interacting with celebrities. A month later, Howard is seen pitching Homer's script at 20th Century Fox, humorously depicted as a division of Walt Disney Company, on a massive sign out front.
So doesn't it also mean now that Disney owns The Simpsons?
It does.
I kind of remember that The Simpsons predicted this just a couple years ago.
Take a look at this. This was back in 1998. They had a sign that read 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney. That was in 1998.
This isn't the only nod to Disney in The Simpsons. Mickey Mouse and Goofy rough up Homer in one instance, and another episode features a Disney-themed couch gag. Following the announcement of the Disney-Fox merger, executive producer James L. Brooks humorously sent a greeting from Homer and Bart to Mickey Mouse, Donald Trump presidency. On November 15th, 2022, Donald Trump made a significant announcement. He would again be running for president in the 2024 election. This declaration stirred up various reactions, including one that returned to an eerie prediction made by The Simpsons in 2015. In an episode where the Simpson family ventures into the future, a scene features Homer Simpson floating by a sign that reads, Trump 2024. This episode aired long before Trump's actual presidency, adding a layer of intrigue to the show's history of foreseeing real-world events.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's amazing right there. So it's like that person could possibly be just a hell of an angel, and they know. Because if it's psychics in the world, and they can lead police to murders from a long time ago, and nobody never solved that, but a psychic can tell you where the body at or something like that. There's some powerful people actually on Earth. So it's probably somebody really exercising what God gave them, man. Real talk though. Not unless somebody is like just they writing it, acting it out, and then and they make sure it get done when they said it. That's all.
The Simpsons had already demonstrated its clairvoyant tendencies, particularly in its portrayal of Trump's presidency. In a previous episode, the show depicted Trump leaving behind a dire financial situation, leading to a widespread budget crisis.
16 years ago, The Simpsons eerily predicted Donald Trump would be president.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
This portrayal mirrored real-life concerns about the economic impact of Trump's time in office, adding weight to the show's ability to anticipate future scenarios. Siegfried and Roy Tiger attack.
Siegfried and Roy are attacked by tigers, Season 5, Episode 10.
For those unfamiliar with the pre-millennium entertainment scene, Siegfried and Roy were a legendary duo who amazed audiences with their extravagant illusions and majestic tigers. They were a staple in Vegas for decades, a symbol of Sin City glitz. Remember that time The Simpsons made fun of them? In a 1993 episode, Springfield joins the gambling game with a new casino headlined by the flamboyant tiger-taming duo Gunter and Ernst. But their act takes a hilarious turn when their white tiger decides the spotlight belongs to someone else. Them. Well, get this. 10 years later, life imitated art in an unsettling way. During a performance at the Mirage, Roy was attacked by a tiger named Manticore. The big cat went from playful to predatory, latching onto Roy's sleeve and inflicting a severe bite that severed his spine. The reasons behind the attack remain unknown. Roy's partner blamed the trainers, while whispers went around about a cover-up by the hotel to protect their image. Whatever the cause, this incident in 2003 spelt the end for the iconic Siegfried and Roy show, which had captivated audiences for nearly 40 years. I Take Over one episode of The Simpsons paints a picture of a future where Mr. Burns, ever the cost cutter, replaces human workers at the Springfield nuclear power plant with robots. This highlights a genuine concern: AI's potential to automate jobs on a massive scale. The episode even hints at a 99% unemployment rate, raising a conversation about the social and economic implications of widespread job displacement by AI.
In a world where technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, it seems the fear of AI taking over human jobs is at an all-time high. 82% of working professionals think that they might lose their job to AI.
But The Simpsons takes it a step further. In 1989, an episode showed the possibility of hyper-realistic AI with a scary side. Imagine creating robot replicas of teachers and scientists so advanced they can even get student loans. While this might seem like harmless fun in the cartoon world, it raises questions about AI's potential to become sophisticated enough to manipulate systems for its own gain. It also taps into our fear of AI encroaching upon uniquely human roles like teaching. Looking at the world of law enforcement, The Simpsons envisioned a future where robots handle police calls. While the episode portrays Brenda as calm, it opens the door to discussing AI and law enforcement. Should robots be patrolling our streets? The Simpsons allow us to consider the implications and potential for unforeseen consequences. The show also explores the idea of robots as companions. In one episode, a character creates a robotic version of his ex-wife, Marge. While companionship is a positive quality, the episode cleverly portrays these robotic companions lacking genuine emotions or kindness. The Shard in London. The Simpsons, notorious for their predictions, might have done it again. Many shows bring their characters to iconic locations, and London is no stranger to these cameos. One Trip by Lisa Simpson, however, holds a curious detail. A flash forward in the 1995 episode shows Lisa on a school trip to London, meeting a fellow student named Hugh Parkfield. Eagle-eyed fans spotted something interesting in the background: a skyscraper peeking over Tower Bridge. This building looks familiar to those acquainted with the real-life Shard, a landmark not built until 2009. Is this an accurate prediction, or just a random building in the background? We may never know for sure. The animators might not have intended such a specific detail. But for fans, it's a fun detail that adds another layer of intrigue to The Simpsons' ability to see into the future. World War II. Remember November 1987? The Simpsons were still fresh, barely in their second season. That's when they unleashed World War II, an episode that even today remains one of their most eerie. The episode plays out as dark satire. In a frenzy, Homer wakes the family with news of World War II erupting. Thankfully, within 18 seconds, everyone's safe in the bomb shelter.
Wake up, everybody! It's World War III! Quick, down to the fallout shelter. The bombs are dropping!
But then the truth hits. It was a false alarm, a cruel joke by Homer. You won't believe what happened next. Could this have been a glimpse into the future? Like other Simpsons predictions, some find it unsettling. Let's rest back on the fear factor. We all need a laugh now. World War China might sound like a future headline, but thankfully it hasn't happened yet. However, the reality is possible. According to Wikipedia, 5 major wars rage on today, from Myanmar's internal conflict to the ongoing battles in Ukraine and Sudan. Then there are the more minor but no less devastating conflicts. Colombia's violence continues, Somalia's civil war takes lives, communal clashes erupt in Nigeria, and Mexico's drug war leaves a pool of bloodshed. Experts argue that considering these numbers, the world is already at war. And with tensions between major powers like the US, Russia, China, and North Korea growing, are we standing on the edge of something more significant? World War II might have been a dark joke in 1987, but in today's world, it's a reminder of the fragile peace we live in. Is this the path to a full-blown world war, or just a conspiracy theory that went out of control? Colonizing Mars. In season 27's The Margian Chronicles, episode 16, The Simpsons win a spot on a pioneering program, a one-way trip to Mars. This would mark humanity's first Martian residency, a giant leap for humanity. The dream of becoming Mars pioneers takes a big turn for The Simpsons. After a tedious week surviving in a claustrophobic Martian habitat, they learn the shocking truth. It was all a big, elaborate lie.
Hey, real quick though, man, that's on Hidden Figures though. I keep saying this though. On Hidden Figures, the 4 black women that got them from Earth to outer space, on the real, I still ain't seen like no real black astronaut. I ain't trying to sound racist, but I ain't seen no astronauts with our color in it, and we the ones that get up there. I don't understand that.
Shiny rocket they trained in? It's just a fancy facade never intended for actual space travel. But hold on. Despite the fake rocket, the ever-resourceful Marge and Lisa eventually reach Mars. The episode cleverly hints that their Martian adventure might become a reality, but not until 2051. Fast forward to real life, and Elon Musk, the visionary SpaceX CEO, has Mars firmly in his sights. His ambition to colonize the red planet and make it humanity's second home is no secret. Here's where things get interesting. In 2020, Musk announced plans to launch the first admittedly crewed mission to Mars by 2026. The Simpsons might have been a few decades off. Who knew time travel wasn't part of the package? But the core idea, a human mission to Mars, aligns perfectly with Musk's vision. While the 2026 target wasn't entirely met, Musk recently revealed that the dream could become reality within 3-4 years. Just try to think about booking a flight to Mars. The possibilities are mind-blowing. Colonizing another planet could be humanity's most monumental achievement. Perhaps by 2051, as The Simpsons predicted, Martian cities will spread across the red landscape. And on that glorious day, the writers can finally declare, with a triumphant point, "We told you so." Flying cars. Do you remember those flying cars from The Simpsons? Well, move over because an honest company called Samson Sky is making headlines with its Switchblade, the world's first flying sports car.
First announced, the Samson Sky Switchblade is officially off the ground. This street-legal three-wheeler converts to a 200 miles per hour airplane at the touch of a button.
Hold on a second, though. This isn't quite the Jetson-style hovercraft we might have envisioned. It's more like a car with seriously cool retractable wings. This means it doubles as a plane, but not the kind that defies gravity. The promo video shows a sleek, Batmobile-like car transforming into a miniature aircraft, which is pretty impressive, but it raises a lot of questions. Will you need a pilot's license to take this bad boy car for a ride? How will we manage air traffic with these flying cars weaving in and out? Regulations are a whole other story. And let's be honest, widespread flying cars probably won't happen in 2024. Still, the existence of the Switchblade is exciting. It's a glimpse into a future where our vehicles might have a whole new dimension. The Simpsons might have gotten the flying car concept rolling decades ago, but companies like Samson Sky are taking it from cartoon to potential reality. The future of transportation might involve taking flight, but there are plenty of issues to iron out before it takes off for everyone.
See, that's what I was saying. I basically was saying that it's like you can see that idea, and then you can actually like act on it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was thought of before, after, or whatever, because a lot of people do think a lot alike. You know what I'm saying? So that could be it too, though, man. Why they predicted some of this stuff, and then it's like you just aim towards what you predicting. That's all. I'm predicting to be just rich one day, to have enough money to bless a lot of people, because I know I'm still not gonna be here that long, so I ain't trying to be too greedy. So it's like I want to get super rich to bless a lot of people that don't have no money. And that's what I know, that's what I do, because I do it with the little money I got. So I know if I was super rich, I'll bless people, though. So we're going to finish this, though. Just another thing. Let's go.
The female president. Is the United States prepared to elect a female president?
For a very brief period today, the nation had its first female president. Kamala Harris assumed the reins of power while President Biden was undergoing a colonoscopy.
The question arises as we consider the nation's readiness to place a woman in its highest office. Historically, women have demonstrated exceptional leadership in politics.
They do great.
Yet the male-dominated political arena has limited the number of women ascending to the corridors of power leading to the White House.
Y'all see what they did to Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like Trump is like a strong leader. Just because she's the woman and she'll be the president, you'll be soft. Her brain and the power around her make her feel like you really got the power to do so, but you can't be illegal. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing just just out of the jurisdiction. So you still got to go by laws. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying he like a soldier for the country. It's like she'd be too soft to do it. Just push the button. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. How would that work? Then again, it's like she could get mad and really push the button, but are you pushing it for a great reason? There's a lot of little principalities to this, man. Let's finish it off. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's finish it off.
Despite this, popular culture often sidesteps the complexities of political discourse. For instance, in the Simpsons episode Bart to the Future, Lisa Simpson becomes the first female president of the United States. In this storyline, she inherits a financially troubled nation due to the mismanagement of her predecessor, President Trump, and introduces a tax increase to stabilize the economy. With the 2024 elections on the horizon, some speculate whether The Simpsons might again foreshadow actual political events. Many believe the show's prediction partially came true with Kamala Harris serving as the first female vice president. But the question remains, are we on the verge of seeing a woman take the Oval Office? Only time will tell. Baby translator.
That can only happen real quick before we get the baby translator. Hope not. You know what I'm saying? It's like the attempt on Trump, and then somebody try to like duplicate it or make it a replica on Biden. Because there might be some Republicans don't want to dog in, so they probably want to send you home faster. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want that to happen. But if that was to happen or something like that, that's the only way, because then they'll push the agenda. They'll put it on the woman for her to be in there, because she knows she ain't going to make all the decisions that's super necessary for us to continue to survive. Not against China, not against Russia. You just imagine the president's meeting with her. You feel me? So we got to think, y'all. We need Trump, man. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, man. I ain't saying that, but it's like he took the bullet to the ear and nigga ain't put his hand up in that. Come on, man. That's my president, man. Man, MAGA. Let's go.
In the 1992 episode, Brother, Can You Spare 2 Dimes of The Simpsons, Homer's half-brother Herb creates a baby translator machine. Although this seemed improbable, recent technological advances have made this concept a reality.
A startup called Sounddream created a device that can translate baby cries. The technology uses artificial intelligence and sound recognition to analyze and translate baby language.
A Swiss company called Sounddream introduced the Baby T, a device that converts baby sounds into words.
But now there are several smartphone apps that claim that they can decode your baby's cry for you,
allowing parents to determine if their baby is tired, hungry, or needs a diaper change. This innovation means that you can finally understand what your baby truly needs this year. But did The Simpsons foresee this invention? Or was it just a fortunate coincidence? Kamala Harris outfit. Vice President Kamala Harris earned significant praise for her fashion at the inauguration on Wednesday. But did The Simpsons foresee her attire once more? During her historic swearing-in as the first female vice president, and the first of Black and Indian American descent, Harris wore a purple dress and coat by the celebrated Black designer Christopher John Rogers, complemented by Sergio Hudson shoes. As noted by Women's Wear Daily,
well, this morning, we're hearing from 2 fashion designers in Texas who created Vice President Kamala Harris's outfit for the inauguration.
Like going from a colonia in Heidelberg, Texas, like from the fields to the halls of the White House now.
Harris also sported a bespoke pearl necklace created by Puerto Rican designer Wilfredo Rosado. This necklace resembles the one worn by Lisa Simpson, the diligent student from Fox's enduring animated series. Furthermore, Harris's pearls honored her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, whose members traditionally wear pearl-adorned badges. Virtual reality food. Forget about the Vision Pro, because virtual reality food is here, just as bizarre and potentially delicious as The Simpsons predicted in Season 11's virtual reality food. Marge's VR fudge adventure might seem like pure fantasy, where taste is formed according to her wildest desires. But companies like Aerobanquet's RMX are offering a similar reality, but a pricier one. Just think about dining amongst the stars, Your imagination is the only limit.
In a freezing cellar with fake snow underfoot, I'm inching across a crevasse on my way up the world's highest peak. I'm getting a demo of Everest, a virtual reality game due out later this year.
Aero Banquets, RMX, the brainchild of artist Mattia Calgo and culinary experts, offers bite-sized courses that transport you to entirely new worlds. Now here's where it gets interesting. Of course, it's early days. The experience is expensive and requires a dedicated waiter for each guest. However, experts believe VR dining could be commonplace as VR technology continues its explosive growth. Remember the days when Oculus headsets seemed like science fiction? Now they're practically household items. Will digital feasts be the norm by 2024? The future remains unwritten. But one thing's clear. The Simpsons saw it coming. And unlike that cyber fudge, this prediction might just taste like the future. Hologram technology is a runaway train, leaving most of us huffing and puffing to keep up. But the Simpsons? They're chilling in the first-class car, sipping Mai Tais of prescience. Remember Bart's peek into the future with Professor Frink's Duda? Well, get this. A holographic gig invitation for his band. Here's the fundamental idea. How'd the Simpsons nail the idea of holograms everywhere? Could 2024 be the year they're as common as your grandma's flip phone?
Hey, okay. On that note right there, I'm telling y'all, man, I could be here or not, but that hologram get down. You know, when Jesus is supposed to return or whatever. Anybody that kind of like so far feel me already with what I'm about to say is basically how they would do that for everybody to sit, look to the sky and see this big figure that's, you know, that's demanding something of us or whatever. It's going to be on the level of a hologram, some kind of big digital film to look real like how Pac did on stage. It's going to be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you'll get deceived if you think like if the sky open. But that's why I be telling God, crack the satellite. You know what I'm saying? Reach in and dig all the evil out. And just crack the satellite, dig in, reach all the evil out, get rid of them, close it back up, let us live. We gonna get back to this though, man. I'm telling you, Simpsons, man. It started from the Jetsons first though, and y'all heard them say the Jetsons. We're gonna finish it off though, man. I ain't gonna say nothing else though. I gotta say something to y'all though. Let y'all know I'm paying attention. But it's crazy, bro. It's like in the year of 2080, it's gonna be off the hinges.
Maybe that's a stretch, but you get the picture. We've got the dreamy HD3 hologram.
Today we have the awesome HD3 holographic display. The DreamHawk HD3 is a 3-sided holographic display system which lets you combine a physical product with 3D holographic animations.
A 3-sided portal showcasing 3D anything from anywhere. Just try to think about your long-distance friend teaching you the latest TikTok dance, projected right in your room. Mind blown. This marvel is only available in a handful of stores, but what if 2024 brings widespread use by reducing the price of holographic films? Ambitious, sure, but if it happens, remember, The Simpsons called it first. Black Hole. The 23rd installment of The Simpsons' annual Treehouse of Horror series, nominated for an Emmy Award, deviated from its usual comedic horror formula. This episode presented a more unsettling narrative centered around the malfunctioning Springfield particle accelerator and its unintended consequence, the creation of a rogue black hole. Let's just say things went south. The hole, way worse than a straight dog, two straight dogs scenario, started swallowing up everything in sight. Ralph, Nelson, and even the whole town. Usually you would think this is the classic Simpsons mayhem, right? But wait, could this be a prophetic glimpse into our future? Fast forward to January 2024. India launches its fancy new X-ray satellite, ExoSat, to study black holes and other cosmic wonders.
Astronomers have discovered what could be the brightest object in the universe. The quasar shines about 500 trillion times brighter than our sun and has the fastest growing black hole ever recorded.
If you think it's just a coincidence, think again, but hold your breath. Despite the prevalence of black holes, Earth isn't in any immediate danger of being sucked into one. And here's why. At a distance, a black hole's pull isn't much more substantial than a regular star of the same size. So, even if our sun were replaced with a black hole, Earth would likely stay put, happily orbiting its new sun. So, while The Simpsons might have mastered the black hole chaos part, the whole Earth getting devoured thing is a bit of an over-dramatization. Apple Vision 8 Pro 2024 started with a bang for The Simpsons' prophetic powers. Apple's highly anticipated release, the Vision Pro 8, dropped on February 2nd. This VR headset lets users experience everything from hyper-realistic concerts to virtual safaris. But was this indeed a groundbreaking innovation or a déjà vu moment? Fans noticed a similarity to a 2016 episode titled Friends and Family. Mr. Burns, ever the eccentric, hires The Simpsons as his virtual reality family, testing a new headset resembling the Vision Pro. Predictably, Springfield embraced the headsets with disastrous results. People tripped over curbs, wandered into traffic, and generally made a spectacle of themselves. However, even amidst the chaos, the addictive nature of the virtual worlds couldn't be ignored. So, how did The Simpsons foresee this gadget 6 years prior? Was it a stroke of genius, or just a lucky guess? Sure, a show running for over 30 years is bound to get a few predictions right. This could be pure coincidence. But considering The Simpsons' track record of eerily accurate predictions, dismissing it as such is becoming increasingly difficult. Here's the thing. The Simpsons haven't just gotten one or two things right. Their strange ability to predict the future, from Trump's presidency to the Ebola virus incidents, has become a running repetition. America wins the gold medal in curling. Everyone loves a good understory, and The Simpsons can predict the most unexpected ones. Take, for example, Boy Meets Curl, a season 21 episode from 2010. This random episode introduces Homer and Marge to curling, a sport as unexpected as it is hilarious. The duo teams up with Agnes Skinner and Principal Skinner to form a mixed doubles curling team. Through surprising talent, they land a spot on the U.S. Olympic team.
This episode of The Simpsons from 8 years ago predict the future. Marge and Homer Simpson are depicted on the U.S. Olympic curling team, and they take home the gold, just like the U.S. men's curling team did for the first time ever this weekend.
And, in true Simpsons fashion, win the gold medal all the way. But here's the strange part. The episode coincided with the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, but the accurate prophecy was yet to come. 8 years later, at the 2018 Pyeongchang Games, the far-fetched prediction became reality. The underdog U.S. men's curling team, led by skip John Schuster, mirrored the Simpsons storyline by defeating none other than Sweden to claim the gold medal. So, was it pure coincidence? Or do the Simpsons have a future well hidden somewhere in Springfield? Somewhere? Robots. As librarians remember Lisa's Wedding, that Simpsons episode where a fortune teller predicts Lisa's future love life and career? Well, one prediction went beyond who she'd marry, an upper-crust Englishman, Hugh Parkfield. In this glimpse of the future, librarians were replaced by, you guessed it, robots. In 2016, reality started mirroring this fictional world. Brilliant students at Aberystwyth University built a prototype library robot named Hugh. Like in The Simpsons, this Hugh could listen to your request, locate the book, and even take you to it. With advancements in robotics, it's not so far-fetched to imagine these robotic librarians becoming commonplace in libraries across the globe. It looks like The Simpsons weren't just predicting Lisa's love life, they were predicting a whole new chapter in the world of libraries. A late letter from the Beatles. Have we not forgotten the brush with greatness from season 2? The episode where Marge reignites her artistic passion, and we see Ringo Starr buried under a mountain of unanswered fan mail? Get this, a similar situation unfolded in real life, but with a different Beatle. In 2013, Paul McCartney responded to a pair of fans from Essex, London. Their letter was sent in 1963, resurfaced in a car boot sale, and eventually landed on McCartney's desk. In a twist like Ringo's situation in The Simpsons, McCartney replied, acknowledging the long delay with a playful, better late than never, and thanking them for their lovely tape. While not quite the exact scenario from The Simpsons, it was Ringo and fan mail, not McCartney and a tape. It's another instance where the show brushed shoulders with a strangely similar real-life event. FIFA corruption scandal. In You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee, the Simpsons episode where Homer becomes a World Cup ref, the focus is on Homer's hilariously disastrous officiating. However, the episode also delivers a double dose of strange predictions. The first was relatively lighthearted. Germany emerged victorious from the tournament. Germany fulfilled this outcome in the real world, defeating Argentina 1-0 in the 2014 World Cup final. The second prediction, however, was much more severe. The episode humorously depicts Homer landing the referee job due to a referee shortage caused by a FIFA corruption scandal. Shockingly, just months after the episode aired, real-life FIFA was involved in a massive bribery, money laundering, and fraud scandal, causing police raids on their headquarters. This double dose of prescience proves that the Simpsons writers might have a future well hidden somewhere in Springfield.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether predicting sporting victories or exposing global corruption, they continue to amuse and bewilder audiences. Are there predictions that weren't mentioned? Let us know in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you find the video interesting.
Y'all know the rule. You know what I'm saying, man? So therefore, like I said, it's like that person could be, then again, it's like automatically, and I'm gonna leave it alone, but I look at it like this, man. They gotta be aliens somewhere, because actually what humans are really know to do all the shit that we doing to keep shit afloat. We just born, you grow up, you learn stuff, but it's like we learning it from all this extra technology. All this is extras. Solar panels. Who know them? You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, man. We're finna get to the next one though, but that's what I want to know. Somebody like really enlightened. It's like humans are just you just born. Another human taught you what you know, but where do you get all the information from? How you know how to melt down gold and gold and iron and you know, it's so much out there, man. I'm amazed at the jobs that people do for us to live and on the day-to-day is what we do. Right? Talking about God, because God got a hand in that. I'm talking about all the components and all the pieces put together to make it to where we have air. You know what I'm saying? We got rivers, oceans. A lot of that stuff man-made. It's like that's crazy. You need humans to run this shit too, though. They trying to get the robots to do it, though. We up out of here, baby. I love y'all, man. Thank you for sticking with your boy, man. Let's go to something else, man. We're gonna come with another Simpson one and see what's up, man. Cause shit, I believe it. But they got one saying something about 25, so we finna get into that. We be right back, though. Yeah.